Alright, good. Alright. Welcome. First Final Theta podcast.
Let's go. We're gonna run pod.
Yeah. What an eventful morning we had so far. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, the podcast we all thought was going to be tomorrow. And then we got the text service today.
Yep.
That's definitely on me, but what did you guys do? You guys have class?
Yeah, I woke up. What's so funny? No, stop laughing. I woke up like 30 minutes before you called me, so like it was kind of like out of pocket.
Yeah, so unlike Joey, I'm productive, and I woke up at 6:45 a.m. and I went to my 8 a.m. class and it was canceled.
No,
And then I went to the gym.
I don't care.
So I was up about, let's say 6 hours before you. I got some protein. I think I had about 100 grams of protein before you even woke up. So,
Are you big on protein? Does that mean you guys are big on the gym, or how's that affecting you here? I mean, we're all freshmen, so.
I don't know if John's big on that, but I'm pretty big on the gym, so.
You see the confession shirt, I don't really gotta speak much on that, but, they had these events today, especially that lip sync thing, the UC in flight deck.
Wait, what did they have in UC?
So it was like a lip sync battle or something, and they were giving free food, and I was all about that. So I had to do my event pass, Eventbrite or something. Signed in, got some free tenders, got some free protein, easy like that, in and out here.
Did you go to the gym today as well?
Well, I'm supposed to go after class. So after this podcast, I'm gonna go to the class and then go to the gym, or after the podcast, yeah.
You guys go to the gym today too, or?
You can tell Joey doesn't.
Alright, that's kind of.
Joey could beat you, right?
No, I don't go to the gym, but I should start. I mean,
I'll take it.
We've offered him.
Yeah.
when you have, it's more like a time commitment thing. Like I just.
Joey, you make time for what's important for you.
I know. I just gotta do better on my end.
You gotta finish the door for the chance you shut it.
What?
You have questions prepared?
Yeah, so it's just gonna go. First podcast, you know how it is. You're watching Joe Rogan.
Ooh, yeah.
So maybe something like that, keep conversations flowing, questions come as we go.
Yeah, talking about Joe Rogan, that's where I found out about talking about it. Talking about it later. So that's this dude named Huberman. He's like it's either Stanford, I think he's Stanford medicine, something like a doctor dude. And all you gotta know is he's a doctor, and he's advocates this avocado extract, as you can see over here. And this basically is a supplement that increases kind of testosterone, but in kind of younger males, it kind of the effects are iffy, but it's more beneficial for older males, probably in the 35 years to 45 year age range. And basically kind of it does this sex hormone globulin.
Sex hormone binding globulin?
Yeah, and it basically kind of reduces that. And what it also does is also kind of reduces the estrogen synthase when it estrogen or testosterone converts to estrogen and shit and stuff. So yeah.
Can you tell me what are the negatives?
Well,
Actually, the negatives pulled up.
yeah. So some negatives could be especially one of the major is the liver thing. It could be toxic to it. So you the remedies for that is kind of flushing it out with water, and also taking liver supplements or medicinal tea.
It says from herbergram.org, 400 milligrams a day for 6 weeks doesn't produce any toxicity to the liver or kidney function. And the side effects, it's really not many of them. And there's a lot of benefits to this.
Yeah. So talking about the toxic thing, if you do I did some research earlier, and then it's 1,000 milligrams are kind of is safe kind of, but 1,000 milligrams pushing, and if you're taking it already, that's where it can be lethal, actually.
How long ago did you start taking these pills?
Probably around 4 days ago, 5 days ago, somewhere around there.
Did you feel anything?
Oh, first day was really rough. I had damn. I don't know if it was from fatigue, being sick or something, or taking 2 scoops of pre-workout before hitting the gym. But I took this also on the car ride before I hit the gym, and every workout that I was doing, everything, I felt like I was passing out. Like fainting. I'm like, I've never felt like that in the gym. So I kind of like took a 2-day break from taking this, but started going back on it. I'm deciding on whether I should split the amount of tablets I use. Kind of like it's one a day. So I don't know if I should split it in half, so I like kind of like reduce the
So take
concentration.
like once in the morning and once at night?
Kind of probably. Riley said don't really take it at night. What? Any thoughts on that?
Why do you not recommend to take this at night? Do you have any knowledge?
Apparently, it's like a stimulant, but it's not like caffeine. So like he couldn't sleep, so I was like, it's probably better to take it in the morning.
Dude, I topped it.
Dude, it was the 2 scoops of pre-workout. That was not ideal for John. He did it at what, like 6?
Well, when you work out and stuff, like the caffeine, I'm really not a caffeine guy, so I won't really drink.
What do you suggest for me if I want to get started?
If you want to get started, just hit the gym. So like you don't need to eat anything. You just need water. Blah blah blah. I mean, you could start taking creatine, but I would start working out first before you even start taking that. Realistically, pre-workout isn't really beneficial. It's just like it locks you in. Like you'll get itchy, and then the way to stop the itch is that's when it has beta alanine. So that's what's the thing that like makes you itchy. So okay, Jim, no one cares. So anyway,
This kid's entire personality is the gym.
well,
Joey's?
yeah,
Yeah, when you see this shit, man, we're going places.
You could.
Places.
Yeah, so talking about the gym and pre-workout, it just locks you in, like Riley said. And when you get itchy, like the only way to kind of reduce the itchiness is just by working out or like making yourself tired. So that's why it like kind of gets you pumped. That's what Soda said. Any comments on that or what?
Yeah, so I know now you've been in the gym for a while now, a few years.
Probably like a year, a couple months.
A year and a couple of months. Did you ever think before you started the gym, you're gonna achieve like your physique now and taking this tongue cat out? Did you think you would come to this?
Well,
do you think there were gonna be more as well? Like, what do you think for the future?
Oh, that's a good question. I really like those questions a lot. It's like that puts me in a certain thing. But other than that, like before I had like kind of this athletic physique, but kind of a smaller build. So right now I'm more pumped up, as you can tell. That's my shirt, and Joey can see.
I can't tell.
Give it a little flex.
Sorry.
But so I would give you a shirtless, but you gotta keep it G, you know. But like other than that, I didn't think I would be here, kind of, especially lifting like heavy weight and stuff like that. Because I used to be like the smallest dude in my middle school, and like I became like really strong over the past year and stuff. And so that kind of was like a game changer since I like switched from being the weakest to like pretty strong and stuff. So that was a thing I never thought about. And then taking Tonkat Elite, a supplement, I was never really thinking about that. I mean, I always like thought about taking growth hormone because one of my friends did and became a beast. Like a beast.
What, like Messi, right?
Yeah.
So wait,
Messi took growth hormone.
I think this is gonna raise a lot of questions talking about this. Are you natty now, or are you not natty?
I mean, yes, I'm natty, obviously. But the thing is, like, taking supplements is like this. It's not like really considered what's it called? Steroids or gear, you know, the slang for it. But I'll let Riley out.
How do you feel about people saying you're an ego lifter?
It's all right because when you're an ego lifter, like I can hit reps for the high weight. So I wouldn't really consider it ego lifting. I'd consider it like pushing to your like absolute maximum.
Now, hold on. I've heard that you wear gloves in the gym, and people make fun of you for that. How How do you
So yeah,
this
this,
at the gym?
this is the,
Come on
like
now.
this is the best
Let me
question.
see your hand right now.
Are you
Oh,
still
fucking
thinking
no
so?
scratch.
No,
No
look at
scratch.
that. Look at that.
He's got a soft little
So I was repping 315 yesterday on deadlift, and something you'll never achieve, Joey. But other than that, like the strenuous like thing about not wearing gloves is because the grip of the bar really makes your calluses. So anything you do, like lat pull down bars, deadlifts, rows, anything that involves even bench, anything that involves like stress upon your kind of like where your calluses are, it's always gonna cause something. And I always try to reduce it by wearing the gloves. All my boys, even starting at working out, it was something that I would always get roasted about. And it would be at first like beginning, you just have to take it. Now, like most of the people that wear gloves are like low-key kind of strong. Like you'll see like the buff Asians or like even like literally it's mainly Asians that wear the gloves. If you see this in commercial gyms.
Is it just like a personal preference, like from the feel, or did you do some research on it and it's actually better? And obviously you get calluses when you're lifting, like with the raw metal.
Yeah.
We've all probably been there.
Yeah.
But is it like scientific that calluses are bad for you, or is it just like personal preference? Let me look that up.
Yeah.
while I'm talking about it.
So personal preference for me, basically, since I always lifted with them, so it kind of acts like it kind of like takes my limits off for me. So when I put them on, it's like it feels like I'm on drugs, basically. So
Like, how do you know what that feels like?
I don't. It was just.
Just spit it out.
Oh, you sure?
Joey, so let's talk about
Let's talk
talk about your question about the thing about it's for me personal preference, and it feels like it just like helps me, and like it's beneficial in certain instances like kind of like bench or deadlift if you really care, because there's actually lifting gloves which I have. So I kind of do before working out here, I kind of did a mix. I did 2 pairs of gloves. So I did an athletic glove, and then I did a weightlifting glove with a padding for your calluses for deadlifts, and I would combine them together because one was sleeveless and one was one, like, you know what I'm talking about, like it was like a short glove and one was a long glove. So I just put the long glove under the short glove, you know. But now I just use weightlifting gloves, so it's basically the one with padding.
And you guys don't use weightlifting gloves, do you?
Nah, we're not pussies.
And Joey, I know you don't really go to the gym that much, so I'm assuming you.
Yeah, no, I don't mess with that shit.
But Joey, did you ever think about going to the gym more? Because I mean, we've all been there, you know.
Of course, I have.
Thoughts about
I definitely wanted to start going to the gym more. I just, like I said, I can't find like the
Money. Yeah.
you know, like it's just not there.
And everybody has their
I love
own ways, you know.
You know.
You love yourself, but you can always get better, and that's how I find joy in life. Like I just like to push myself, and I just like to you gotta treat your body harshly, and then you find mental peace.
Is that if you want to if you have a stressed day from a lot of school, you got homework, studying, tests, everything, is that your way to get peaceful when you're done? You go to the gym and you destroy your body, and is that your way, or how do you get peace after a long day of stress? What's your methods?
So my way, I try to just avoid the stress. So I go to the gym in the morning, so that really puts me in a good state of mood or state of mind. And then I'm a Christian, so I pray a lot. I'll be picking up my Bible, I read it. So that's what really decompresses me from the day. I like Stoic philosophy, so I'll read some meditations by Marcus Aurelius.
Shout out Wiseman.
Yeah, shout out Wiseman, incredible philosophy. That's my boy. But
a lot of actually interesting stuff we learned in the class, especially me and Riley were in the class together, philosophy class, and it's a lot of interesting topics that come up. We were talking about Plato. Plato's student of Socrates.
Socrates.
And then we had Aristotle going too.
Aristotle going. Thales, don't forget.
Really intrigued me though. We were talking about a lot of stuff,
But yeah, talking about Wiseman, I also have them too, but for different classes, moral issues. Moral issues. So I have that on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and it's basically about like moral issues. So, but like one of the topics we're talking about right now is something I'm pretty familiar with, the capital punishment, especially in like throughout the countries and especially in the USA, and how we're divided about politically and like physically, because it's mainly the northeastern states that kind of got rid of capital punishment use, and then kind of the other states are using it still, and it's like divided. So it's because like there's many benefits and then many like cons to fucking to the capital punishment, because like first it's more financially burdening to the taxpaying citizens.
and you're talking about the death penalty,
Yeah.
correct?
Correct. So for further clarification, capital punishment is death penalty, and it's just another way of saying it. And financially speaking, the appeals it takes to kind of actually enact a person to the death penalty, it's kind of more it's more financially burdening rather than a life sentence. So that's another thing.
Actually, only 20 states have the ability to execute death sentences in the United States. Do you like personally? What do you think on the death penalty? If somebody like commits a very bad crime, I would, it depends.
Yeah. Morally speaking, if you're talking in terms of like religion and stuff, obviously you're gonna say it's bad and stuff. My personal preference is kind of leaning toward that like religion aspect, or more like that pro-life,
like God take care of it kind of thing, or what?
kind of like rather than death sentence, life sentence maybe, because it's cheaper, and also I don't believe in that like eye for an eye stuff. I mean, if it's like in the whole eye things, like I believe in I don't believe in the eye for an eye, but if it's like in a personal like dispute between me, I believe in the eye for an eye.
Yeah, I don't believe in that. I think it's just outrageous to me, but my bad. But I think it's just stupid, honestly.
That's a really bad argument.
No, it is. Why would you take a life? Like it is.
You're not. Okay, Jesus.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Christopher St. Bowman.
When you say an argument, you gotta defend using valid points. You can't just say it's stupid.
Well, what I'm saying is, it's just
I'm getting on your ass, boy.
this kid.
But yeah, talking about it. Also the falsely incarcerated. There's actually a decent percentage, since I've had to do papers on this. Like for my Comp 1500 class, or Comp 1500 or Comp 1000.
Was it
No, the one before. 15. So I did my research project on capital punishment. I know you did like taxis or something, right?
Yeah, Uber's effective tax.
Oh, can you further talk about that?
So for the research topic I did was Uber's effect on taxis.
Yeah.
And it was actually very interesting. When I first did it, it was just a topic. I was like, I'm from New Jersey.
Yeah.
And I'm in New York City, like once a year. And since I was a little kid to now, I've noticed that a lot more like taxis are just like weren't there, and then Ubers took over. And now we're down here. Have you guys I saw maybe 2 taxis this past semester and the semester prior. I think now the Ubers are taking over. I did a lot of research on it, and I found out that not only is Uber taking over the taxi business in America, but it's also happening in other countries. And in other countries, like in Europe, they were protesting against it. So there was big protests against Ubers because they were taking away so much business. And in China, China didn't even want Ubers at all.
I heard that China banned Instagram. Is that true?
Oh, I don't know.
I
believe it though.
Yeah, I kind of believe it. As I'm part Chinese and I'm also Filipino. I've never been to China, but I'm trying to go there.
Yes. No, Instagram is banned in China, and I'm pretty sure TikTok was made in China,
Yeah,
right?
something like that.
And
Yeah.
they can only
You're influenced by older Chinese.
the Chinese Communist Party has issued a rule that limits the time students can spend on TikTok to only 40 minutes a day.
Yeah.
That's good.
Like, I know a lot of people here, we're all addicted to TikTok.
Hey, but we gotta thank that thing for being like, was it passed or something? Was it a bill passed or something?
In China?
What you just read about like time limit?
But yeah, this was in China. Yeah.
Yeah, so I agree with that because you know when you're playing a video game and you always get killed by that Chinese person, bro. Like
Clash of Clans.
like not just Clash of Clans. We can talk about like PUBG. We can talk about Rainbow Six. We can talk
Clash
about
Royale, are you kidding me, bro?
yeah. Actually, Rainbow Six not as much because there's a certain time. What's it called now? Regions. So like NA East, NA West, blah blah blah, things like that.
Yeah.
There's there's a lot of old people since this is mostly their like retirement place kind of. So if you go down to like in Destin, there's this place called Watercolor, and in Watercolor there's Seaside Florida, and those houses are like really expensive too, and it's like that's where you see like the really old people, but then they're like also like really rich because you can get a house like next door to they threw a party in a house at like a $7 million or $8 million house, and like my friends kind of went in there too, and then apparently it was all over like news, like I'm pretty sure like CBS, like something like that. So it was all over everything. It was like my friends were on the front cover. It's like pictures. They had Muhammad Ali's boxing gloves like signed and he wore it. And they're using it to signed, and they're wearing it, and they're using it to box each other.
Just your friends though.
No,
You weren't there.
My friends were there, but they didn't do that like activity. They like no one knew who started the party, but apparently it was the girl's it was the homeowner's daughter that started it, but she was afraid kind of, so she didn't really say anything. And like her parents, like I'm pretty sure she got in trouble because she was doing it as like a last hurrah before she left because she was mad that she was leaving that house.
It reminds me of like Project X.
No, it was. I was gonna go, but then I was being petty to my boys. I'm like, hey, are you gonna pay me like $10 gas money, bro? And they were not like budging. And I'm like, hey, bro, I guess we're not going. So we didn't go. And glad we did it because police enforcement and like enforcement and shit like went on in that. And they questioned my friends, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, bro, if they question you, bro, just delete all social media, if anything. So like cut ties, blah, blah, blah. I would have done that, but then they just claimed their innocence basically by saying that they were invited from a flyer because it was posted on Snapchat, the story. And I saw
So like a open house.
basically, and everyone and their mom was there, bro. It was crazy.
That's insane.
They were jumping in the pool, taking wine bottles, taking NFL rings.
Wait. We gotta pause. We gotta press pause on this real quick. So this was a $7-8 million mansion.
Yeah.
With Muhammad Ali's signed boxing gloves that he wore.
Yeah.
And this was years and years ago. Best boxer.
No. It was.
No.
Yeah.
Best boxer of all time. And they also had NFL championship rings.
Yeah, something like that. And they took some purses too, like probably like Louis Vuitton, some other stuff. Maybe even Birkin. I don't know.
Straight up rock that.
So they basically.
What time is this in, y'all? What time is this?
Search up Seaside Mansion broken into. And you'll see my friends are in the front cover, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And so they threw a party on this, and we could probably like, only if we could do this and put it up on the
Was this
screen.
in June?
Somewhere like right there. Hold up, show.
This is.
So those are my boys.
Everybody on the podcast, it's like.
We'll throw up a picture,
right here.
We'll throw up a picture.
Right here. You'll be able to see it. It's an $8 million watercolor home broken into for party, documented on social media.
Yeah.
Let's see this little video.
So if
I'll
you
play
see
it for
those
you guys
videos,
as well.
like see that video with the smoking dude smoking in those theater room? Those are my boys over there.
These are.
Yeah. So the one on the left, I'm not gonna mention.
Yeah,
their names,
don't name names.
But the one on the left was my homeboy that I met during high school, and then the other one was I met through the dude on the left. So I kind of met him through one was from high school and the other from him. So, well, if you see, that's another, like all my boys and like all my friends are in the front, and it made it really look bad. So, like the police contacted them, like the sheriffs, and they basically just said that they were just there, they left early, blah blah blah.
Did you get arrested?
They didn't get arrested. Unfortunately, Joey, I'm sorry. You
Set. Recording, right?
Reset, let's go.
Alright, well, the technical difficulties just happened, but we're making it work. You know, we gotta make it work in PDT.
Yep.
So I was talking about that. We're all brothers by Delta Theta. We were all initiated last semester. We're in the same Kappa class.
Yeah.
What's like your point of view on what we did? What's your opinions, benefits, good, bad? What do you think?
So I think there's a lot of good. Like for this fraternity at this school, I don't think there was any bad. Like we know the stories about other fraternities. Like we really didn't go through.
Especially at like other bigger schools.
Yeah, big schools. I think we're very blessed to be at a school where like everyone cares. Like I know that's like typical and cliche, like oh we all care about you, whatever. This is like the brotherhood, but like I feel like we're actually getting close now. Like now that we're initiated, and it's our second semester, and you know there's like a lot of benefits with just in real life, like social connections. You know, like we know Joe, like the president of like undergrad, so like that's good. Like that's a
We
good
were just
connection.
talking to President Hanbury yesterday.
Oh, it was.
I attended it for a little bit. It was actually a great presentation. Both had a lot of great speakers. Lijo did a great job. Shout out Lijo. And he's graduating. I'm sure there's going to be big things coming with him in the future. And it was great to see, you know, I mean, just small stuff. When we were in our, what was it? When we first came to the school, like, you know, the
he did the
he spoke there as well, and now he's still speaking with President Hanbury. He has just a few more months left at the school, but excited to see the future that comes with him. I'm sure big things are coming.
Talking about like the benefits of Phi Delta Theta, the fraternity. Let's all mention how we're also like mainly all on the bio track, and a bunch of these people like Ayush, they graduated. Ayush and Dylan, they got spots in like the med school, and that's like there's connections out there, you know what I mean? So like having those connections and like branching out is like amazing, because that's what my dad told me, connections is everything. So, and it's like it's the truth, because it can like it help you find like future investors, blah blah blah, and things like that can help you with your future endeavors and business companies, blah blah blah, anything you want.
Talking about Ayush and Dylan ran a marathon with
Sharon,
they're all Sharon, and then their alumni, Rune
Armand.
and Armand. Yeah,
Let's get a round of applause.
yeah. Let's plug them up. Show a picture of them. But what a great accomplishment. Do you guys think you can run a marathon as well?
100%.
No.
100%.
No way.
I think it's one of those mental challenges that you just gotta push through.
I mean, I think I have like bad stamina, kind of a little bit, but like I used to run cross country, so I think I could.
I'm a huge admirer of David Goggins.
I was about to say it. You sound like
I love David Goggins like so much.
Elaborate.
Yeah, who
What
is that?
is he?
David
What's your like? What do you like the most about David Goggins? Because he's done a lot of great things with his life, motivated a lot of people, changed many people's lives, not alone, not other than his own. He changed a lot. I think that's one of the greatest motivations. But what do you think is?
So
What do you take from David Goggins most personally?
So something that I've always noticed about myself in my life is when I do things, I'm always like I had a little bit more. I could have pushed. I could have done better. I didn't really give it my all, like whatever. In high school, I wasn't ever trying in school. Now I'm really trying. I'm studying for the first time ever. I'm getting stuff done. With working out, it's always like that one more rep mentality. Now I'm in the sauna. I'm doing 30 minutes just to push myself. I'm running. I'm sprinting. I'm like. I remember the other day I literally did it for no reason. I was like I'm gonna do 30 minutes on the Stairmaster, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna double it. I did an hour, so.
An hour on a Stairmaster?
Yeah, so
How
something.
did you feel afterwards? What was going through your mind as you were doing the Stairmaster, and what kept you to keep going?
Honestly, like, so what David Goggins does when he's running, he's like, they don't know me, son. So I was doing that, I was like, I'm gonna keep pushing, they don't know me, they don't know what I'm made of. So it sounds stupid, like I'm just a college student on the Stairmaster, but I wanna push that, and I wanna be on like actual marathons, like actually running 5Ks. And David Goggins, he does like 30-hour marathons, just 30 hours straight running. I want to do that. Like I want to get to that
Like
level.
Forrest Gump.
But like, yeah, talking about like David Goggins and like his actions, like he proved himself. Like he really got out of shape. You saw that, and then he got back in shape. Now I feel like actions like prove more than like words really in like that aspect, because people like overweight, and I'm not trying to like be mean and stuff, but like it's an unhealthy lifestyle. And he showed that he can, if he could do it, like get back out of shape, or if he was in shape, get out of shape, and then get back in shape to what he was previously. That was like inspiring to like many people, because like that just like shows how it's mentality over everything, really.
Yeah, exactly. It's always mind over matter. And what he didn't just lose weight. Like he faced his fears. He couldn't swim. He was like stupid. That's what he said.
And he was a Navy SEAL, right?
Yeah, he went through Hell Week 3 times.
I don't really see kids playing outside anymore. They're always like on their phones, you know?
Yeah.
I think,
Parents. Sorry, go ahead.
no, go for it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, parents give their phones to their kids, like at restaurants, like, you know, keep them in line. I didn't have that. I had like Play-Doh and like what?
Crayons.
Yeah, crayons. Oh, that was.
So you guys say crayons or crayons?
Crayons.
It's crayons.
Yeah.
It's a crayon.
Wait,
100%.
Are you? Oh, no, I don't want to
No, no, you good.
Like,
No, so I was gonna circle around to the swimming topic. Have you seen those videos where they just throw kids into the water and just like
Yeah, the babies.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can actually like swim.
Like what the hell's up?
I think that's just like
It's like the lifeguard just throws the kid in, and they just kind of.
it's like probably like
Let them go.
it's probably like the baby mom, like of a bird, like dropping her like the other baby bird down so they can fly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like it's like instinctual.
Yeah, I think it's just kind of wild.
Like yeah, but David Goggins like that. Bro, I'm still on him. Like,
You got a fanboy over here.
The baby thing though.
Dude, but like David Goggins, like he's a really good bald influencer. Another bald influencer I look up to a lot is Andrew Tate.
I knew it.
Like I know that there's a lot of controversy like regarding his upbringing and what he's doing currently. But I've been doing some research on past facts about that, and then they're basically holding him in captivity right now for no substantial evidence, just only kind of rumors.
Yeah.
And even the victims themselves that accused him told him that they were basically lying and stuff. So
Aren't
the
they
thing is,
getting released soon?
they should be, if not,
'Cause
like
they
the
don't have-
lawyer they have right now is she's a good lawyer.
But
But
it was a famous one they hired, I think, right?
maybe, I don't know. I think she's ginger. I'm not sure.
She helped someone else get out of a situation like this.
Well, that's what lawyers do.
No, obviously.
They're not gonna hire new people.
No, I know, but like I'm saying, like she has past like experience with like celebrities kind of thing.
Probably. Maybe. I don't know, Joey. I don't know, Joey. But yeah, but like talking about further about Moss's thing with the kids and their iPads. Like I kind of grew up different. I was always in sports and stuff, but like third grade or around that, I switched to. My parents got me a flip phone, like a flip phone. Yeah, so I got one of those, and like I think I got like the actual like the one where you get it's the phone and you can slide the keyboard.
You got one of the
Blackberry.
Yeah, so BlackBerry. So I had one of those, and then I would always think I was like him when I had that. And so that kind of like eased my way into technology from there. Then it would be like the Xbox 360, PS3, PS4, blah blah, on and on and on. So the iPhone was really new to me, but I never really had it in the beginning. I was just an iPad mini kid. After probably like middle school, So that's when I got firstly introduced to actual like new technology, like Apple and stuff. But many of these kids now, they're rather than going from like the older technology to new modern ones, they're going straight to modern, and it's messing with their brains, especially with my sister.
Like 3 years old, like I think, especially the kids that are younger, like 3 years old, 5 years old. I think they should be playing outside, playing with like coloring books. Yeah, it's watching some TV never hurts.
Yeah.
You know, watching some YouTube on the iPad never hurts at all. But I think it's like an age. You need to mature enough because there's a lot of stuff on YouTube and kids know that TikTok, everything now, that are not right for kids to be watching.
Yeah.
It messes with their minds 100%.
Yeah, I was gonna bring it back to the TikTok and then the Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
These little kids, like Andrew Tate says reasonable things in an unreasonable way. So like these kids, they hear that and then they
Take it in a different like manner.
Yeah, they think that you should start hating women.
Like more misogynistic.
Hey, this is my hot take though. Like I don't like Andrew Tate. He talks about getting out of the Matrix. He is the Matrix, bro. It's fake.
But further talking about that.
Hey, bro, his dad's a Freemason and his dad worked for the CIA. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not suicidal. I'm not suicidal.
Keep talking about it.
Oh, the Andrew Tate stuff or the little kid stuff? Because I got some further stuff to add on that, but
Jeffrey Epstein.
John,
no, because I have a younger.
Loves us Pizzagate.
I have a younger sister that's currently 3. I'm pretty sure, or 4. I'm not sure. But the thing is, she's like addicted to the phone. So my parents, just to calm her crying, will just hand her the phone. And she knows how to log in. She knows how to answer FaceTimes, decline, open YouTube, she like scrolls through what she wants to watch. It's crazy how like different like people were from kids like currently like our generation than the little kids, you know, like currently with their iPads and iPhones. So I think that's crazy because my parents gave my sister, like, she's 3, and she has like a designated iPhone just for her. And it's like, it's crazy because it messes with her mind too, like, she'll still do outside activities because my dad, like, he wants to see her do like more activities than just like lay in the house, but like she does ballet, she goes to school where I went to middle school, but she's in elementary right now. It's called St. Mary's High School. Our middle school.
Bro,
shout out St. Mary's.
She's not 3 years old in elementary school.
Yeah, bro.
No.
She's 3 or 4. She's 4 then.
She's probably in
Like preschool?
Yeah, preschool.
Preschool, like pre-K?
Yeah.
She's 3.
Oh, is that elementary? Is elementary not pre-K?
It starts at
No,
5.
it's like,
It's
yeah.
6, 5 or 6.
No, she's in
Depending on what state, it's either 5 or 6.
But yeah, she's in preschool right now.
She's in school. She's in school.
Yeah, she's in school. So, stay tuned. That's
That's why. Even kids, like, that destroys their attention span, but like even us, like as teenagers, like before TikTok, I always like had trouble focusing, but then TikTok made it so much worse. So like I try to like sit down and read books, and I try to meditate for 5 minutes, 8 minutes, whatever. And like, bro, sometimes it gets hard. Like your mind.
So I'm gonna have to leave in like 2 minutes, but like it was a good podcast. It's a real podcast.
I think this was the first podcast we've ever recorded. We've had a lot of technical difficulties, and it didn't go our way, but I think we made the best out of it. And I'm sure down the line, we're gonna run it back with the same group of guys, maybe same location, maybe different location. We'll see how the tide goes, you know. But any final remarks, boys?
Hey, it didn't go our way, but like David Goggins, we kept pushing, and we finished this podcast. We finished it. That's how Fidel boys do it.
Yes, sir.
Someone's check out.
Joey, any further comments on that?
Any last remarks, Joey?
This was like a test run, but we'll come back hitting stronger on our second podcast.
the next episode's about to be better.
Yeah, you know what? Stay tuned.
Stay tuned, because I'm sure you guys are going to see more than
Just
these
getting
guys.
started.
We're just getting started.
Alright, so guys, we finished, and that's the reason why we're here.
We need to have outro music for real. This is actually kind of dope. It's gotta be this